Down, bow. Jeff ain't made the song yet. Hey, 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 hey. Oh yeah.
What's goody footy fans? It's your boy Big John, and welcome to another episode of We Say Soccer. It's episode 12, and we are here following some amazing Champions League action today. Jibs, you got the Knicks hats on. The Knicks just hit the money line. Julius Randle couldn't get the double-double for us, but Knicks did hit the money line covered because they were plus 2.5 too, and you had them on the alt spread.
And I had a nice single game parlay. I have my United hat ready to go after today's magic that we'll get to. But when we saw that, man, I'd have thrown the Knicks hat on. They hit a nice single game parlay for me. Shout out FanDuel for the risk free. We were one rebound away from hitting the boost. And I even texted you, if he gets this assist, I'm no bullshit. I was going to get the Julius Randle jersey. I want one anyway. So we'll have to keep my eye out there, whatever sick releases they have. And then not only that, today and yesterday a little bit, but mostly today, one of my best soccer betting days ever. Sorry, gang, life was crazy. We didn't tweet out our individual picks. But we're gonna keep working this system, working our magic. It's going to be a little bit slower through the winter time for us as far as personal life goes. So we'll be able to get more in tune with that. But man, what a crazy couple days here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And then, of course, hockey's back. We talk about that. Killing that game already too.
Yeah, I already hit the over in the first one, hoping for the over in the Knights in the second game tonight.
Bang, bang.
Let's see. Knights already up 1-0 as we record.
Yeah.
But cool, man. Yeah, as we said today, started out with some Champions League action. Europa League technically started out. Leicester coming back in a crazy fashion. Docker getting the hat trick.
Yeah, that you got the quad. Didn't he get
quad.
4?
Let me get 4 piece and a biscuit then.
Yeah, that's how you throw down when there's no Vardy party for sure.
Exactly. They got part of that Russian gas, as Merles were talking about. Then we hit a couple money on. We did hit some European hockey bets today too. The over hit in the first period. That was always nice too.
And I think Europa started yesterday morning as well.
Yeah.
They had an early. I can't remember who it was, but they had a 10 a.m. game or 11 a.m. before both days. Champions League for New York City time is typically 12:45 Eastern for a couple teaser games, and then they'll hit a full slate 3 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's Champions League's group stage to a T.
Yep. And some of the notes from today, Barcelona beat Dynamo Kiev. Bayern Munich beat Benfica 4-0. That Barcelona match was 1-0. Sorry about that. We'll get to it more, but United won 3-2 in Group F against Atalanta. Young Boys lost to Villarreal 4-1 at home in Bern, Switzerland. Salzburg came through after it was tied 1-1. They came through with the 3-1 win to Wolfsburg. Appreciate that because I did bet that one straight up. Lille drew with Sevilla 0-0 in Group G. Chelsea came through again. We'll talk about it a little bit later because there were some injuries in this one. 4-0 to Malmo, Zlatan's young youth team club. And then Juve beat Zenit 1-0. And then yesterday, since we didn't record, we are on this one recording a week. Man City did what they were supposed to do against Club Brugge 5-1 in Group A. Yeah, PSG and Leipzig had a little shootout 3-2. Messi with the cold Panenka too. That was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Liverpool won 3-2 against Atletico.
Great match.
Yeah, that was an amazing match. Really.
It was 32 minutes in. It was 2-2, and then they went a little defensive stall worthy. And who got the winner?
Penalty.
Oh yeah.
Mo with the
Oh yeah, that's right. But he
And
didn't
Griezmann
draw
got
the
the red
penalty.
card. Griezmann got the
Yeah.
red card in the 52nd. I don't remember who drew the penalty. To be
Yeah,
honest
but
with you.
Grizzy had the 2 Atletico goals too after Liverpool took a 2-0 lead like 16 minutes into the match. That was a little banana lands. It was fun to like keep track of. I was actually golfing with my Irish buddy yesterday in a tournament who is the Liverpool fan, so we were kind of both on the phones in between holes.
That's nice. And then Porto in the Group B also beat AC Milan 1-0. And then Besiktas lost to Sporting 1-4. Group C, this was a little surprise, even though Ajax is a really good team. They beat Dortmund 4-0 in Group C, which is surprising. Inter did what they're supposed to against FC Sheriff 3-1. And then Real Madrid ran through Shakhtar Donetsk in Ukraine 5-0.
Yeah.
So that was your a little bit of a Champions League roundup.
Yeah. Ajax, the big surprise, like I already couldn't pick a winner, so I actually knew there was going to be goals in that match. I was thinking 2-2, 3-2, 4-4, some shit. So I actually bet the over 3.5 at barely plus money. And thank goodness Ajax scored 4 because
thank God you didn't pick Dortmund and the over. Like that
like geez, that was just wild keeping up with that. I couldn't believe it, to be honest.
Yeah. No. But with that, let's go ahead and get into our passport. Let's stamp those things again. Let's take a trip around Europe. We're going to La Liga first. Jay, do you have anything? Because this is Friday through Monday. Do you have anything on Friday? My first match is the 8 a.m. on Saturday.
Fun fact, I think La Liga is even going through till Tuesday this week.
Ooh.
But no, nothing on Friday. If we change our mind, if we do a little parlay, we'll try to tweet it out a little bit, but nothing as of now. I think I am right there with you on all 3 matches, actually.
All right, cool. Yeah. And I know you do have a Friday in a different league coming up, so we'll definitely hit on that in a little bit later. So first, let's start out with the 8 a.m. action. We're both on Valencia minus 145 at home against Mallorca. This is Saturday at 8 a.m. It is going to be on ESPN Plus for you guys. I just feel Valencia can come through, make it happen. Mallorca is not in good form at all.
Yep. But neither is Valencia. So, like, to be totally real, like this is probably, I have a lot of around Europe games this week. This is the one that I'm like, maybe don't throw in parlays or round robins or anything like that. Don't do any combos because this is the one that I could see a draw.
Yeah, I am pretty scared about it, but at least their last 3 matches, their only loss is that Barcelona match. Mallorca did beat Levante the game before they played Sociedad, but it is a bunch of low scoring games. So maybe hit something with the Valencia and the under, or maybe just go with the under in this one if you are scared to pick a winner, like Jay was saying. And then next up, it is El Clasico.
Always
if you know best. Us, you kind of probably already know how we're going on this one. Ronaldo used to play for this team, but we're going Real Madrid. I'm going a draw no bet at minus 125. Jibs, what are you thinking on this one?
I'm going the plus 140 Madrid, even though they are away. I have a lot of plus matches this weekend. I'm hoping to spread a lot of half units around, have some fun with it. Hit when you're doing a lot of plus money, you really only need to hit over 50% instead of closer to that 54.6, whatever it is when you're factoring in juice. So I am going to consider that in that pot of plus money matches I'm taking. So yeah, I'm rocking just with Madrid straight up. The only way that I would be happy if it went the other way is if our boy Serginho Dest does a little something here in his second El Clasico.
Yeah, I'll be down with that. I might actually sprinkle a little something on that plus 150 as well. I just think Barcelona, they scored their first goal and it was PK in the Champions League this week. So I think they're not really primed to do anything big in this El Clasico, but we all know how rivalries go. They always say there's a cliche in America. Anything can happen in these rivalry games. It doesn't really matter how good the team or how bad another team is. So
note that comment for later.
Yeah. Yeah. And then lastly, we are also staying in Madrid, even though Real Madrid is at Barcelona in the new camp on this one. On the last game we talked about, this is Atletico minus 140 versus Real Sociedad. We are both on this one. Even though Atletico did lose to Liverpool, they did look good. We both think that red card kind of changed them. Their goal scorer for both of those goals was the one that went off, as we talked about earlier with Grizzy. But we just think this is a good bounce back for Atletico, especially at home. I just think it's going to be a good match for him.
Two caveats on this one is definitely check the team sheet because this is Sunday at 3 p.m. Set yourself a mental note, halftime of the early NFL games, see Atletico's lineup, make sure they're going full bore. If you're not informed on their players, compare it to their Champions League roster when they played Liverpool. If it's a lot of the same names, a lot of the similar players, if you see Griezmann in there, if you see Luis Suarez starting, feel confident in that. And then I might even go ahead and try to buy a goal on that and see what, winning by 2 goals would be in that situation.
Something to look at. Sorry to cut you off, Jibs, but Sociedad is playing Thursday away in Europa League. And they're playing Sturm Graz. I don't even know where the fuck these Austria. So it's not that far, but it is definitely a trip away. So that's something to look at too. Look at their
that team sheet.
In Europa League, see if they're going with their starters or if they're going with more of a B team so they can be ready for La Liga. Actually, they are in pretty good form. They haven't lost in a while. They haven't lost since August, but there was a bunch of draws in there. So hopefully Atletico can come through and get us the dub and the 3 points for themselves.
Yeah, and I think the record is buoyed because I think they're in a pretty weak Europa division, and I think they're undefeated in that group. So that could be a little bit of it too. But if Grizzy and Suarez are starting, like I said, I'm going to take the minus 140 because I think that's easy cheddar at home, especially. And then I will dabble in them winning by 2 by taking a -1 spread, which I imagine is plus money if it's minus 140 on the straight money line.
Yep, 100%. All right, cool with that, because that is all the matches that we're really looking at in Spain. Let's go ahead and go to Bundesliga in Germany. It's Saturday through Sunday on this one. I believe so, right? That right?
I think there's a Friday, but I didn't love the match. I don't even remember what it was. Okay,
cool. That's why I skipped it.
Yeah.
The first one I'm on is a Saturday at 12:30. Jibs, you got anything before that?
Yeah, because I'm staying with them, and they kind of Grandpapa.
What is this, Grandpapa? What is your pick, Grandpapa?
I know they're kind of like mini darling-esque because of Gump taking them a lot, but Mike's selfish. I can't stay away. Wolfsburg is hosting Freiburg. They did us all right last year, but Wolfsburg plus 110 at home. I gotta take that. If I get Wolfsburg plus money, I'm running with it. And they've had some good games. I take them every week. They've only lost 1 or 2 in there when I've been picking them. So that winning record, and now I'm catching plus money at home against a team that we kind of like and have bet on in the past. But I just can't say no to that. If they lose this one, maybe I'll have to take a week off. We'll see. But I'm starting Saturday.
They did start the game against Salzburg today pretty well too. So like we said, it was a 1-1 draw before it turned into a 3-1 loss for them.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll bounce back pretty well in the league.
And Salzburg's nice. Real nice.
Yeah, I like Sofosaloy is a good he's a Hungarian cam. If you're a FIFA career mode player, he's a great pickup. He does everything really well.
Nice.
Free kicks too.
Tidbit there for the peeps.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, my one that I have, like I said, is that Saturday at 12:30. I have Mönchengladbach minus 105 at Hertha Berlin. I'm taking this one. I think Gladbach is due for a big win. I think Hertha Berlin coming into town is the right medicine for that.
So you're kind of you're taking Gladbach kind of like I took Wolfsburg because Hertha Berlin's done well by us in the past. I looked at that and didn't want to flirt twice with it, but If you're calling on it, maybe we can like offline dabble, do a little bit deeper research and just confirm that. Because caught my eye too, but I didn't want to
Well, I
quite
looked.
call it.
They've only lost one of their last five. They did lose two before those five.
Well, how's
Um,
Berlin? Hertz Berlin, that is.
Berlin has lost. What, 5 of the last 8, 2 of the last 5. So,
Sheesh.
and the last win was that 2-1 win over Frankfurt, the one that we were on the opposite side of, I believe, last week. So, fucking Frankfurt, you bums. That's where we're betting.
Eintracht.
Just kidding. Actually, later. Stay tuned later. We're not betting against them. Well, I'm not.
I'm not. I don't have them.
No. And then, do you got anything on Saturday, Jibs?
Nope.
My next match is on Sunday.
I have 2 on Sunday.
So do I. We might be the same, I believe, on this first one as Leverkusen.
Yep.
Plus 105 at FC Köln in Cologne. This is Sunday 9:30. Again, Bundesliga and La Liga should both be on ESPN Plus for you. So if you want to look at some other action other than Premier League, that's where you're going to find that. But Leverkusen, it's a team we like. We know how good they are. They, I believe, they're second in the table right now.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Let me check that. Yeah, they should.
Because they won that high scoring match against Dortmund, didn't they?
Third. No, they're third. They're 2 points behind Dortmund.
Okay. Well, this weekend they change that maybe.
Yeah, because Dortmund hasn't drawn. They've drawn one. That's what the 2 point difference is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Their last game was that 5-1 defeat against Bayern.
Okay.
Yeah, they've lost to 4-3 was Dortmund and 5-1 Bayern. So the only teams they've lost to, and that's what I was looking at, was what I liked about them. The only teams they've really lost to is Bayern and Dortmund. They drew early in the season to Union Berlin, but they haven't. I mean, they haven't shown any signs of that lagging them back. So
Union Berlin, you say?
Yeah.
I just happen to be going there for the 11:30. Again, these plus money games, I'm looking to go 500, make money, and keep it rolling. But Union Berlin at Stuttgart plus 180. That's a dabble for me. And Union Berlin is a lot like Hertha Berlin and Freiburg for us last year, where we did pretty well with them as like the not top 3 Bundesliga teams. 4 if you did want to include Leipzig. But yeah, so I'm going to take a dabble on that money line. Not even DMB. I want the crazy odds.
Yeah, no, and I did look at that one, but I think I'm going to go to the next match. Instead, I'm going Eintracht Frankfurt plus 120. They did lose, as we just said, to Hertha Berlin last week, but that was their first real hiccup in a while. I'm looking right now. Let me see what we can get this draw no bet. Sorry for not looking this up a little bit earlier. Where are we seeing them? I
fill it here with another Bundesliga game, but I don't have another.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we get ABC order here, FanDuel? Like, we love you and all, but can we get some ABC order going on in this thing? Eintracht Frankfurt draw no bet is minus 165, so that's something not bad to look at, because it does. Other than I heard the Berlin match and against other big teams, it looks like they had to draw or get the win. So it's something not too bad to look at. Double chance is a little bit too juicy for my for my wallet. I don't really like it.
Double chance is parlay fodder for me.
Yeah, I do like the plus 120 as a little sprinkle. I'll probably throw a little half on that. And again, this is that Sunday matchup, so it is seeing how do we do on Saturday. Let's see how that does. Maybe sprinkle a 1 or sprinkle a half on it, and we'll see how it goes. Jibs, do you have any? You said earlier you don't have anything in Bundesliga, and I don't have anything in League One, so I will turn the pod over to you, sir. What is your League One plays this week?
So there's been a theme so far for me. It's called plus money. League One, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. I'm going to start on Friday, 3 p.m. Angers away, plus 175 at Saint Etienne. Nothing to say there. I think that they could have, Angers, yeah,
I found that out yesterday. I played him yesterday. Yeah.
French.
Angers sounds cool.
I'm better with German than I am with French, which is funny enough because they say, yeah, French and Spanish are so similar.
Yeah,
nine.
Moving
on. Sunday at 7 a.m. I really like this. I think Lyon beats Nice. Got that one at plus 165. Like, I know they're
Yeah,
at
that plus
Nice.
165 is a nice number.
Yeah,
I did look at that one.
And I think it would be lower if it was the other way around. So we'll keep an eye on that later in the season. As far as who's hosting, sorry. But Leon plus 165, give me all that. And then also Sunday at 9 a.m. Reims versus Troyes at plus
We said
120.
time.
Yep, not Troyes plus 120.
St. Louis scored them fucking bums.
Ah, you jerks.
It's all right. Helps you over.
But yeah, home against Troyes. I know Troyes, they did mess us up last week, but I think 2 in a row, no chance. I'm good on that. And then Sunday at 2:45, I am gonna dabble. Marseille plus 410 versus PSG. We'll see what happens, but the Olympique Marseille. That's about as good as my French gets. So apologies, folks. But plus 410 for a halfway decent team. Yeah. I'll mess around at that. Yeah. At
in
home.
The Stade Velodrome.
Yeah. Like, I'm cool with that.
See. I might actually sprinkle on that too. That's another look at for Sunday after a nice little Saturday. Let's see how college football rings out. Even though I'm gonna put like 2 or 3 bets in college football.
Even though he's my boy, I don't think he's been playing every match and not very fit. But going back a little bit, like the other reason I'm on Madrid is because a little like insider football friends thing we have. I'm a huge Sergio Ramos stan. And if he's not in the game, I'm definitely, instead of $5, I'll throw 10 on it. Just because that's my boy. But yeah, so that's part of the reason why I'm also on Madrid outside of CR7 as well. But why not take a flyer there? And then Johnny, a lot of matches I like in Serie A. They're actually running Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think they're flipping around and doing Tuesday, maybe Wednesday as well.
Club going up on a Tuesday.
I'm not going that far. I'm only picking through Sunday. So
yeah, I only have Sunday matches. Yeah, I was gonna say I only have Sunday matches. Some big names in mind. So Jibs, if you got something on Saturday or Friday, what you got?
I'm gonna have some fun on Friday. I'm gonna do a Friday Serie A parlay. Plus 200s is the final odds. Sampdoria hosting Spezia. That one's.
I do like this one too.
That's one that kind of worries me, but I think they can get it done. And then Torino hosting Genoa. Putting those together to get plus 200, it's worth a couple bucks. You know, I could see that. I'm sure one of them will draw or get shocked and lose. And would it be that shocking if either lose? But
it'll probably be a late goal and they had like a disallowed. How our luck's been going.
Yeah, but outside of picking that Friday League One game, and I will do the EPL one later on, but why not? Like, this is just to have some fun with betting responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER if you're not, but a fun little parlay. You know. Put 5 down and win $10. Win a 6-pack.
Why not? Yeah. It could happen.
Yeah. And then I do have Saturday. I am at Saturday, 2:45 New York time. I am taking AC Milan away at Bologna plus 105.
I did look at that one too.
Yep.
Coming
the
off that
theme
loss
is
in the
plus
Champions
money.
League. Yeah. Coming off that Champions League loss, I did look at that one. So that's something I like too. So I might sprinkle something on that too. I just don't want to throw it out as an official European pick on that one. But I like
just like
he's been hot lately, so fuck it, heat check it this weekend.
Yeah, well, and just like Atleti, like make sure you check that roster. Make sure after champs that they're gonna come out with a team that's rolling, and they might just have everybody informing, keeping the same roster because this is away. So, you know, I don't think you want to do too many. Don't want to do subs on a macro level and then hop on that bus and get caught sleeping, in my opinion. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm banking on. And it's basically even plus 105, but I'll take that.
Yeah, no, 100%. All right, cool. Let's move on to Sunday. What you got on Sunday? Are you at that noon Napoli-Roma game as your first one? Do you have one before that as well?
I have 2 at 9 a.m.
Ooh.
And I will put these together too. I don't have the odds like I do the Friday match because I will wait to maybe do this one and make sure we're all good. But Sunday, 9 a.m., Fiorentina versus Cagliari, minus 145. Sunday, 9 a.m., Lazio away at Verona, plus 115. I imagine putting those together will be somewhere between that plus 200 and plus like 240, like the Friday parlay will be, but I'm taking those both straight as well. And then, I have the 12 and the 2:45 Sunday matches as well. So why don't you go ahead and hit me with
And
your
both the JB's early matches are going to be on Paramount Plus. Remember the Serie A, you can get on Paramount
Ooh,
Plus.
yeah.
So if you have them, I was looking at that. The Napoli one that we are talking about at 12 o'clock is in Rome. This will be the 12 o'clock. This is on CBS Sports Network if you get that on your cable provider as well, but they are showing it on Paramount Plus. We are both on Napoli plus 135 on this
Bang.
one. I really, really do like Napoli. They're a team I like betting on. They did lose in the Champions League a little while back to Spartak Moscow, or Europa League, excuse me. But other than that, they really haven't lost a match this year. So why not keep rolling with them? You're going to give us plus money?
Yeah.
That's the theme. Plus money.
Yep. And until today, Spartak in that group, it was undefeated until they blew a 2-0 lead against Leicester or to Dhaka.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that one. I think Roma got old on us in like the last year or two. I know they still have a couple of young kids, but they're consistently relying on those vets. And I think Napoli is just, they're sneaky elite, in my opinion, even. Like, they could challenge for this Serie A title if a couple things fall their way.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. All right, and then cool, this last match, I've actually had a little change of heart. Looking at the form, looking at everything, I am going to jump on the train with JB. So, Jibs, choo-choo, who do you got on this one?
Plus 240. Juventus away at Inter Milan.
I do like that as well. Looking at the form, Juve is hot after a slow start post Ronaldo. They are hot. They've only drawn to Milan. And then other than that, they have, let me see, was that about 7 out of the last 8 they've won, and then they had that draw.
And they snuck out a win late today.
Exactly. 1-0 over Zenit in the Champions League.
And Zenit's nice in Russia.
And I feel like Inter, when I was looking at it, I just kind of took Inter just off of ads, Inter, but I was like, let me look. Juve's form is pretty nice. And Inter had a slower game today against Sheriff. They did do what they were supposed to do, or yesterday, excuse me. But again, it was Sheriff, so it maybe was like a little chill out game before the big match this weekend. Another big match. This is a big match for rivalries this week. We already talked about PSG Marseille. We talking about the El Clasico, and then now we have Inter against Juve, and we will definitely touch on another huge rivalry game in the Premier League a little bit later. So,
facts.
But Jibs, what else brings to mind of this Juve team? Anything else? I know I kind of took the buzz out of the balloon there, but
after his international break performance, Weston McKennie.
Oh yeah,
ball out, young fella. You brought it back to form for us for the United States a little bit. Thought you still could have been a little cleaner on the front foot on the offensive half, but this is one of those games. Hey, make your name a little bit bigger for good reasons, not wrong reasons. Great match to do it.
Yep, 100%.
I'm gonna have soccer on my second TV all day. Like, it's not red zone and an NFL match, one game. It's gonna be red zone and footy like till 6 p.m.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be crazy. And the slate, like I said, we'll see what the slate looks like in NFL. I'm still iffy on the slate.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a shitty NFL slate, so we're both going a little bit ham over here at in the footy world, and I am 100% down with that.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Speaking of cool, good slates, I should say, this isn't really a bad slate. I do actually like the slate in the Premier League this week. Let's get into it. Match week 9. Some big games, some big matchups, some middle of the table matchups, some key spots that are up for grabs. You can see there's going to be movement in the table this week because of some of these matchups. So let's get into it. We do have a Friday match this week. No Monday.
No Mondays.
Arsenal taking on Aston Villa, 3 p.m. This is on NBCSN. Arsenal are the favorites here, minus 115. Draws plus 260. Then Aston Villa is plus 310. Arsenal coming off that draw with Crystal Palace. And then Aston Villa, I do not remember what they did last week. So, Jibs, how you feeling on this game? Let's get into that first.
I hate to say it because I think if I
They
thought
lost
about
the
it more.
Wolves 3-2 in that shitty ass match.
Oh yeah.
Where perpetual
Yep.
Wolves scored 2 at the
Yep.
end of the fucking game.
Yep.
Took my
So
money.
I don't want to. If this was 3 weeks ago, or around the first international break, obviously that's when they were shit. I wouldn't. I'd be going, and Aston Villa was hot at the time,
Yeah.
but at -115 for a top 6 club like this, with Villa kind of falling off recently, I gotta go Arsenal -115.
And Arsenal at home too in Emirates. That's why I
Yeah.
was
I'll be
I'm
happy
definitely
to
on
donate
Arsenal on
if
this one.
Villa pulls it out. Like, I'll be
Yeah.
happy to donate this wager. Let's put it that way. It'd be like paying $5-10, whatever I put on Arsenal. I'll pay that for them to lose to Aston Villa.
And let's see, even though it
Are
didn't
you
come out for us-
taking Arsenal?
Yeah, and I'm even looking in Aubameyang to score. Win-cast is +210, even though he did score for us against Crystal Palace. They didn't come through with the win. So we got one check, not the second check. So that's something to look at. A +210. That's something to maybe look at the lineups, maybe take right prior to game time. And he's not even the best to score. Or no, him and Lacazette are actually tied at +210 on odds right now. So, but yeah, I think I'm on Arsenal too. Only Friday match. I want to get a little action. I'm not really caring about Friday's college football slate. So I'll probably just throw a little something on into it.
Hell yeah. No, I like it.
All right, cool. Let's move on to Saturday. We got the opening game, 7:30 a.m. This is your My Premier League morning on NBCSN. The Blues of Chelsea taking on the Canaries of Norwich. Chelsea, huge favorites in this one, -600. A draw is +600, and Norwich is +1,600. Jay, really nothing to speak on, I feel like, on this one, other than the big injuries that happened today to Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner.
I'll throw $1 to win $16 on Norwich.
Yeah.
Why not?
I got you $1. I got you $1, FanDuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those where if I have a little extra change to give me to a 5 or a 0, I'll throw it on there. But
like if the balance is like $25.63, put the 63 cents on Norwich, because why not?
Exactly. Yeah, if we hit some late hockey bets Friday night, this would be one we put in while we're drunk after hockey.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, Norwich could do it,
Responsibly.
but it could happen. Yeah, responsibly, not degenerately. The only degenerates we are exes. And then so cool. That's your 7:30 a.m. As we said, Chelsea did beat Malmo 4-0, but they did lose Rom and Timo, so that might be something to think about. The Norwich. It's not in our instincts, like Jeff said, week 1 against City, but it still could happen. So maybe something to look for. Hopefully, Josh Sargent starts. He'll be the one that gets a win for us if we do sprinkle that on there. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Next, let's stay in London and go Crystal Palace against Newcastle, 10 a.m. on Peacock. Crystal Palace are the favorites here at -110. Patrick Vieira's boys. Draw is +250. And, Newcastle comes in at +290. Newcastle with the new owners. I believe they got the new coach coming in. Steve Bruce was just sacked.
Yep.
I don't know his name. And I should have known that. That's something we should know.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
Because I'm on Crystal Palace.
Yeah, same. -110. This is something
form?
I'm definitely throwing a parlay. Yeah. Just drawing last week with Arsenal on that Monday match.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and take them at home at Selhurst Park in London.
Yeah.
I will take them -110. Throw it into a parlay. I'm probably not going to take it straight just because I'm not going to bet on Crystal Palace straight. But
I am.
throw it into a parlay
I'm throwing
sure.
it in now before this line moves. I think this will, like, you don't see soccer lines moving crazy. Maybe at like game time when
you see the lineups and shit.
Yeah, an hour beforehand. But like, nah, give me. I think this could move to like -130, -140. So I'm gonna rock and roll and take -110. Put that in tonight, Wednesday,
Locking in
the 20th, as we speak.
Something I'm thinking about locking in right now is the Toffees of Everton against Watford, 10 a.m. on USA.
Yes.
-155, and that shit could drop towards more negative numbers. So I would say take it now. As soon as you heard the podcast, the draw is +280, and Watford to win is +460. Everton are in Liverpool for this one, so it's a home match. They're at Goodison Park. I feel this is a good match. Watford are not that good of a team. We thought they were coming out. Their week 2 performance they had was pretty decent. But since then they've been up and
That's about
down,
it.
kind of looking like a team bound for that relegation battle, if not
Yeah.
bottom of the table for sure.
I'm a parlay those together, and I'm actually going to put that in tonight too. Everton and
Ooh.
Palace. I like those. I want
That's not
it.
bad.
I need it.
Speaking of Watford, they are 16th. So we were right on track when we were talking about Everton is 8th in the table. All right, and that was your 10 a.m. on USA. They have been doing that a lot, putting in at USA. So like you said you can use it on your NBC Sports app and you can get it through your cable service, Jips.
I'm sorry.
The USA Network.
Yeah,
USA Network,
NBC Sports Network app or NBC Sports or NBC app. You can watch, or not NBC Sports app. I don't think. Maybe it might.
Maybe
But
NBC
whenever it's
app,
on
yeah.
USA, like when United was on USA last weekend versus Leicester, I went to the normal NBC app, not Peacock, not NBC Sports, and watched live USA there.
Yeah, and see, I watched it from the Xfinity app, so that's something you can do as well. If you don't want to watch it from a TV, if you want to watch it on a second screen.
Boom.
Okay, cool. Also at 10 a.m., but this one will be through your cable provider on the NBCSN. This is Leeds at home at Ellen Road against Wolves. Wolves coming off that crazy 3-2 victory against Villa. Leeds are slight favorites at plus 150. This is a nice little toss-up match. Leeds just out of relegation zone at 17th place. A draw is plus 230, 230. And Wolves are plus 180. Wolves 10th in the table right there in the middle of that thing. Jay, how you feeling on this one? This one is a toss-up if I've ever seen one.
So I'm still going plus money, but I am going to draw no bet this one. I will take recency bias. I'll take Wolves draw no bet at plus 104. It's such a weird.
We all
104.
hate lead scum. We all hate lead scum.
Yeah.
We all hate lead scum.
Facts.
We all hate lead scum. Yeah, no, I am right there with you.
Yeah.
That draw no bet is nice. Maybe a little sprinkle if you want to throw it in there, but I would definitely take the DMB because we all know how perpetual Wolves can be, and they can be a never-ending story. Traore can get to the back, but he just can't put it in the net. So that draw no bet is always the way to go when you're thinking about Wolves, especially when they're plus 180. You can get them at kind of decent number, like you said. What was it, plus 104?
Yeah, and isn't what's his name from Leeds still a little banged up?
Rafinha.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I believe so.
So if he doesn't play, I like that. If he does,
I think he didn't play. He might not have played last week because of the international break. He might have just played late for Brazil.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right.
Just keep a lookout on that
because they were the very last match of that Wednesday. Were they? No, Thursday. No, Wednesday.
Yeah.
They were same night as US. They were like late as shit,
and they were late night. Yeah, and then they had to make the trip all the way from South America back to England. So look at that.
That could be why.
But also too, this Leeds team isn't as free flowing and scoring as they were last year. Maybe Bielsa's system's been a little bit figured out by some of these EPL managers. Something to look at as well.
Well, the formation doesn't change. It's
no.
They have these ideas that they want to do, but like you don't have to stick in the same formation to be free flowing and risky and taking different lanes and alleys to get your chances. But they are still running 4-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2 all the way to the net, and it just doesn't work. Like it's like, all right, you have a bunch of partners that aren't meshing right now. Maybe try 3 wide somewhere, anywhere.
Yeah,
because you really are 4 and then 2 down the pipe. Like it's crazy.
Something though that we were saying that might not be free flowing in this next match, and definitely not easy watching. Southampton versus Burnley, 10 a.m. on Peacock. Southampton minus 105. A draw is plus 260, and Burnley is plus 290. Jibs on this one. I'm going to be Pappy from PBS back in the day. And I am taking the draw. I got to. I either think it's going to be 0-0, 1-1, maybe a James Ward-Prowse, and then we'll say like a Ben Mee, maybe a Tarkowski for my fantasy team. But I think this will be a draw for sure. I might curse the commentary, and this could be the game of the season or match of the season, but I'm going to say this is going to be a bore fest. I'm never going to turn Peacock to this one, but I'm hoping it ends up in a draw, and I'm going to bet this draw. I'm not going to put it in any parlay. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm just going to bet it by itself at that plus 260. Southampton is minus 105. Sorry to cut you though, Jay.
No,
and
you're
then
good.
Burnley is plus 290 if you are feeling the clearance in that one.
I was leaning Southampton at the minus now 110. I wrote down 105 earlier, so it's already changed. They're getting a little
Oh,
traction.
so did
But
I.
if it's 0-0, under half a goal in this game is plus 960.
Ooh.
I could kind of dig it. Like, why not throw a fiver and win almost $50?
And this is 15th versus 18th in the table, Southampton and Burnley, respectively.
So
Yeah.
bad.
So a match we'll probably not watch, but responsibly, we're gonna throw a little bit of money on it, probably.
Like, I'm gonna bet on like both, like over 5.5 or under half. It's either gonna be 4-4 or 0-0. It's either
You know
gonna
what
be
I might do? Let's see what that might be. I might parlay the draw in the Leeds Wolves match with a draw in the Southampton Burnley. Let's see what that equals out to. If you put $10 on that thing, that's $108.80. So if you
I
put
like it.
$5 on that thing, it's $54.40. I might have to do that.
That
Because
would
I
be
think those
cool.
might be two draws, 4 teams that are having struggle scoring. And if they do score, they score one. And I feel like they can all give up that one as well. So that might be something I'm doing. We'll see.
Yeah, I am totally cool with that.
And that does round out our 10 o'clock, unless you had something else on this Southampton Burnley match, Chips.
Nothing too crazy. I just really like that no goals at plus 960. It's too perfect. Like, I want to same game parlay that with like under 7 corners as well, and just get something just absolutely insane. Like, I don't see them leaving the midfield line very often.
Oh, James Ward-Prowse isn't in this game. Remember, he got that red card.
Oh, yeah, nice. The one thing I will
was looking
say,
at a win cast for him
and Adams is still
him
hurt.
and Win. Well, they do have him in a win cast, so he might have recovered from that knock.
Okay, I'll have to check my fantasy because he's been on the squad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could factor in too. So yeah, if he plays and Ward-Prowse doesn't, I might. Yeah, I'll do both. No goals or Southampton wins.
Yeah. All right. Like I said, I'm on draw for probably both of those. I'm trying to get in them draws. But that ends up our 10 a.m. matches. And then let's go into our 12:30. One of our darlings, Brighton, is hosting Man City at the Amex Arena. This is 12:30 on NBC proper. But again, they have been showing these on Peacock as well. So you might be able to get that on Peacock. Just check it out. Brighton is plus 700. The draw is plus 380. And Man City, surprisingly, is only at minus 260, even though they're coming off that 5-1 win in the Champions League. Jibs, do you think your darlings can steal one here? Are you going to do a little sprinkle on it? What you thinking?
I don't think they can. I think it's likely to be a draw.
Ooh.
If I'm rooting for them. And that's not even likely. But what I am doing, a draw no bet for a halfway quality team like Brighton at plus 560. I'll take that anywhere.
Big numbers.
I'll take that anywhere. It does. I don't care. Why not?
And they're at home.
Yeah. And who knows if City doesn't go full bore after the travels they have had recently and high stake games in the Champions League. I mean, it wasn't high stakes. They blasted Malmo. But yeah, like, why not? Duncan Duffy. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, let's do it. Seagulls. Oh, oh. Mine.
Yeah, mine. That's Duncan Duffy just sweeping the back.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, I might do a little sprinkle. We'll see how the 10 o'clock games go. If those two games draw, I'm definitely gonna put at least like a little $3 bet or something on Brian.
Keep it going.
Yeah, keep the fire going. All right, cool. Well, that brings us to the end of Saturday. Let's go ahead and jump into Sunday. We're gonna go to Peacock first, so get on your second screen. Brentford hosting Leicester in London, 9 a.m. Peacock. Brentford coming off of a draw, I believe. Yeah, I probably should have looked at before I segue into it. Brentford 9th in the table, though. No, the loss to Chelsea. That's right.
Yeah,
1-0 to the
that was
to the Blues in that one. Yeah, and then Leicester did. I don't remember what they really did last week. We don't.
Nope.
Yeah,
They had a
something
nice,
happened.
they had a nice
I
comeback
think they got a
today.
couple of goals.
Yeah, they had a nice comeback
they had a
today.
pretty good. Yeah, Europa League, man. They were great.
Yeah.
Dhaka. Some shit happened last week when they were at home. Fucked up some kind of unbeaten run or something like that. But
Yeah.
we don't have to touch too much on that.
Yep. Rashford scored
but
though.
then, yeah, he did. Welcome back, Rashy.
Done. Let's never bring that match up again.
Yep, throw the tape away, Ollie.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, Jibs, what are you leaning on this one? This is a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought Leicester would be more about a plus 120, maybe put Brentford at plus 180, but they're at plus 170 here. Brentford's at plus 165. How you leaning, home or away?
Home or Leicester, mostly because this is how I'm breaking it down. Both teams to score minus 136. That's my wager. I love it. Result in both teams to score. Leicester result plus 420.
Oh, nice.
Let's get it. So yeah, no, I think Leicester can pull this off. They sat Vardy today, got the Europa League dub. He's gonna play. If there's one maniac that can finally fully break down this Brentford defense, it's Vardy. So
and
let's see.
Tillemans.
Yeah, he played
Tillemans
today.
has been playing really good too.
Yeah, I think he factored into 3 of Daka's goals today. I think I saw scrolling Twitter. So yeah, I am gonna go Leicester just because those are great odds. But it's like a unit on both to score at minus 136, and then result in both to score because I think they both get on the sheet. Leicester doesn't shut anyone down.
We saw how wide open it was last week. Yeah, so for sure.
So yeah, and I just don't think Brentford has the pace to withstand that, and that's why I'm leaning Leicester in this scenario.
Yeah, the only thing I'm a little worried about is Europa League tiredness, but like you said, it wasn't a full strength squad. It was a little bit of an A to B squad, maybe a B plus squad. So something to look at. But again, you can always check lineups an hour before the game is played, and that's something to look at. All right, next, let's stay in London with West Ham versus Spurs, 9 a.m. on NBCSN. This will be your Sunday morning, my Premier League morning. West Ham coming as the home favorites at plus 135. The draw is plus 240, and then Spurs are plus 200. Jay, what you feeling on this one? Do you think a sun will be shining? Do you think it's hurricane season?
I hope not.
Or do you think the hammers are banging?
Yeah, plus money at home. A small half unit on West Ham plus 135.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Because DMB's not worth it. It goes negative both sides there. And selfishly, it's a tough one. Like, I would love a draw here. Maybe I do go draw because West Ham's level with United on points and the Spurs are 1 point ahead of us. So I would love a draw, to be real, and probably the most likely scenario. But I think West Ham's talented enough where they can beat the Spurs.
Yeah, and West Ham's only loss in their last 5 was the Brentford that 2-1 defeat. And then Spurs have won 3 straight. 2 in the league, 1 in the cup, but then they lost to Arsenal that 3-1 and drew with Wolves right before that. So they are turning around a little bit, but it was against Villa and Newcastle, so lesser opponents. And it was they did give up some goals in both of those. So maybe both the score and a West Ham win might not be a bad way to look either.
Yeah, and what's fun is like if draw is plus 240 on this. So say you happen to do that result in both the score of Leicester, draw in this, and then say you took the good guys in the last match we're about to talk about, it's plus $5,100.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just something crazy that you could see happening. So if you wanted to throw like $1, you would win 51, like something fun like that to enjoy the games, have a little skin in on the action. So you can do something like that. Who knows? A lot of ways to look at this, but I do see a draw as a real possibility in West Ham.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we've been teasing it all episode. The match we are more than ready for, especially after today. It could have been a match we were dreading, but now at least we got a little bit of momentum from a little comeback win today. Manchester United hosting Liverpool at Old Trafford, 11:30 a.m. NBCSN. Plus 200 Man United are the home dogs. The draw is plus 260. And then Liverpool coming in at plus 125. Mo Salah on a goal streak right now. Woo-hoo. So I believe that we're both thinking the same thing, and I got to put it into the system. But I'm looking at that Man United and both teams to score because fuck it, I'm not going to bet anything other than United on this
responsibly. If I was an outsider, Liverpool probably wins this match.
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm
100%.
gonna be prideful because it's against the Scousers, and we have the talent to compete. We just need we need to build off today's result in Champs League. Have big old fish,
bro. You already know I'm betting it. Plus 420.
Oh, so them and Leicester. All right.
I got to. It's plus 420.
Leicester already dropped.
Hey,
Leicester.
Let's just go ahead and put that thing in there real quick.
Leicester and both the score dropped to 410, so it's not completely symmetrical anymore, but I can dig it.
No. Yeah, I can dig it.com. But Man United coming in, like we said, a little bit of momentum coming off of the big comeback win today against Atalanta in the Champions League. Liverpool did do work against Atletico, but they scored early, got the red card, got the penalty. It wasn't really a decisive win. It was kind of a limp over the finish line type win, but a win is a win, especially in the Champions League.
Viva Ronaldo.
Yep, we will see two of the hottest scorers in the world right now, Mo Money, Mo Salah, and Cristiano, the GOAT Ronaldo. Let's see what can happen. I am hoping that the Old Trafford faithful will be behind them. We do know that this is how it usually goes. Ollie with his back to the wall usually means United play really well. The team gets behind him. He is a legend. So
we beat City 2-0 last year in this scenario.
Yeah, Scott McTominay almost about 40 yards out. Yeah,
bomb. Well, and Martial earning that, it was a pen, right? Earning it 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and Pogba with blue hair, Ollie with his back to the wall, a pissed off Rooney. There's just some things that it's just bound to happen for United to play well. So So let's see. Rashford seems like he's come back in really good form. He scored 2 and 2, so that's always good to see.
I want
to Leicester.
I want to see what you and I can't remember if we said on the pod or if it was offline. I want to see caution thrown out the window. I want Rashford on the left, Ronnie in the middle, Sancho on the right. But if Sancho's still keeping his form, quick pull back to Mason. If it's not looking good, it could be a late first half sub, as long as it's still 0-0.
My big thing is I love Mason, but sometimes it's like, dude, just press the fucking X button.
Yeah.
It's right there, dude. Just tap it. Just tap it to someone else instead of
not always finesse shot. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't got to, dude. It's like sometimes you can pass that button. It's just one of those where pro clubs, you just feel like you're just one of those where you're like, all right, cool. We'll get it. It's okay. It's right there.
That lineup, I think, could give Sancho up the right what he needs in a big match to maybe get his confidence up, especially if we can steal a result.
And I think we go Bruno, Pogba, and probably Fred in the middle because Fred is dynamic enough to run with Liverpool's players.
He had a great match today.
Yeah, he should have probably scored 2, but good match.
I was just thinking on the defensive end, reading back through the game line because I couldn't witness it today. Just it sounded like he cleared a couple crosses on the back end, got in the way a couple times. Give me more of that, Fred, and I'll rock with you.
That's the Fred we want to see. And that's the Fred we thought we were bringing in. So cool. That is the end cap of the weekend in EPL. Hopefully it will be a good week for all of us. We'll all be making this green. United will get the 3 points. If you're not a United fan, hey, that's okay. Fuck you. No, sorry.
I'm watching with a Liverpool fan on Sunday, so gonna have Dom roll over. You're welcome to join before work, obviously. I don't know your times, but no, it's let's see if they can knock it out. And then in the hockey world, hopefully my Devils knock off your Capitals tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
I know you kind of like both, so it's not too bad. It's not a rivalry.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. But as always, we appreciate you joining us at We Say Soccer. Follow us on the socials, as Jibs always drops at the end of the shows. and reach out to us on Twitter. Stay tuned to us. We will get better with the picks. This week was just a little crazy for both of us going on. And Jeff is working on moving as we speak. That's why he's not been here. So we've just been going through it. But Jeff is trying to move. So, hey, you can't really talk on a computer when your computer ain't in your room. So, so as always, we appreciate it. Stay tuned for more We Say Soccer on our Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. But as always, we appreciate y'all and much love. Peace.